Disney movies are definitely iconic due to their world-class animation and masterful storytelling. However, with so many movies in their library, it's hard to pick just one as the best among all. Well, get ready to binge movies on Disney Plus after this video, because that's just what we're going to show you. Welcome to Binge TV, and today we'll be presenting you with our countdown of the 10 best Disney movies of all time. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to turn notifications on for more great videos like this one. 10th place, Ratatouille. In the next spot of our list we have Ratatouille, one incredibly ridiculous concept taken to such an adorably conceived animation that it's hard not to enjoy a film about a rat that literally tells a chef how to cook by tugging at their hair. As we mentioned, Ratatouille follows the story of Remy, a witty, clever, and talented rat who longs to become a great chef, except for the fact that he's a rat. That's until he meets Linguini, a human who serves as his partner in the kitchen as they strive to build up the reputation of one of the most prestigious restaurants in France and get one of the most important critics' approval. 9th place, Lilo and Stitch. Next up we have Lilo and Stitch, Disney's take on science fiction made adorable. Lilo and Stitch is the 42nd Disney animated film and tells us the story of two eccentric and mischievous individuals who, despite being wholly different, end up being the closest friends due to their circumstances. First, we have the perky Hawaiian girl Lilo, raised by her 19-year-old sister Nani after both of their parents died in a car accident, and the alien creature known as Stitch. Well, his name is actually Experiment 626, but no one's gonna call him that. Lilo adopted Stitch as her dog and renamed him like that. Stitch is genetically engineered to cause chaos and destruction, but they become close due to the concept of ohana in Hawaii, causing Stitch to cut off the chaos and protect his new family. 8th place, Beauty and the Beast. Next up we have Beauty and the Beast, a princess classic that subverts our expectations of what beauty should be. In this case, a witch turns a prince into a beast with a spell that cannot be broken until he falls in love. When he kidnaps the town's clockmaster, his beautiful daughter comes to the rescue and ends up falling in love with the beast and breaking the spell. Isn't that just romantic? 7th place, Frozen. One of the most viral phenomena of 2013 was Frozen's soundtrack, which alone warrants it a spot on our list, and that's not even starting with its masterful storytelling, fantastic animation, and charming characters that have remained in our hearts ever since. Frozen tells the story of a fearless princess who sets off on a journey alongside a rugged Iceman, his loyal reindeer, and a naive snowman to find her estranged sister whose icy powers have accidentally trapped their kingdom in eternal winter. Exploring deep themes such as family ties, trauma, and even depression, Frozen is a movie for the ages, even surpassing Toy Story 3 as the highest-grossing animated film at the time, as well as the highest-grossing musical film, until another one, which is actually in our first place, surpassed it too. Can you guess which one it is? 6th place, Coco. If you didn't cry when watching Coco, then you probably don't have a heart. Coco is an animated film produced by Pixar and released by Disney, with its main concept being the Mexican holiday Day of the Dead. It tells us the story while singing us some of the best songs ever made in Disney, Remember Me, anyone? And superb animation, the story of Miguel, who attempts to bring his family together by venturing into the land of the dead. The film even became the 16th highest-grossing animated film ever upon release and won many awards, including Best Animated Feature, Best Original Song, and even Best Animated Film at the BAFTA Awards. 5th place, The Fox and the Hound. In the next spot of our list, we have probably the most underrated Disney classic of all time, The Fox and the Hound. Another of Disney's original films, being the 24th ever made, this tells us the story of two unlikely friends, a red fox named Todd and a hound named Copper, who struggle to preserve their friendship despite their emerging instincts and the surrounding social pressures demanding them to be adversaries. Telling us the story of an unlikely friendship against all odds, this movie was one of the most expensive Disney animated films to make, costing around $12 million to make. Fourth place, Zootopia. In the next spot of our list, we have Zootopia, a 3D animated film that presents us with a very different world from what we're used to in Disney. In this case, we visit Zootopia, a world where animals that act like humans coexist. It highlights the friendship between a rabbit police officer and a red fox con artist as they uncover a criminal conspiracy involving the disappearance of predators. The film was a smashing success, grossing over $1 billion worldwide, and many awards too, including an Academy, Golden Globe, and Critics' Choice Awards. Third place, Aladdin. Aladdin is another fantastic Disney film, the 31st in line and the fourth produced during the time known as the Disney Renaissance. With some of the most superb soundtracks in the history of animated Disney films, and that's saying a lot, it's no surprise that Aladdin is highly regarded as one of the best Disney films. Suffice to say that it became the first animated feature to reach the $500 million mark and was the highest-grossing animated film of all time until it was surpassed by another that's also on our list, and we'll be seeing later, so make sure to stay until the end to find out which one it is. Aladdin tells us the story of an Arabian street urchin who comes upon a magic lamp with a genie inside. Aladdin then disguises as a wealthy prince to impress the Sultan and his daughter in the process, leading to uncovering a dark secret. It won 2 Academy Awards as well as other accolades for its soundtrack, which had the first and only number from a Disney feature to earn a Grammy Award for Song of the Year for the film's theme song sung by Regina Belle. If you're wondering which one it is, we're talking about A Whole New World. Everyone and their grandma has heard that song at least 10 times during their lifetime. Second place, Mulan. Mulan, released in 1998 and then again this year as part of Disney Plus in its live-action version, is one of the original Disney movies and one of the most iconic ones to boot, which is what earns it a place in today's list. The plot is really simple. Mulan is a girl, the only child of a family in China. When the Huns invade China, one man from every family is called to arms. Mulan's father, who has an old wound and cannot walk properly, decides to fight for his country and the honor of his family, though it's fairly obvious that a man of that age is unable to survive even the lightest enemy encounter. So what does Mulan do? Unable to let her father die in the battlefield, she flees her home with the intent of pretending to be a boy and combating in her father's place. It earned a Golden Globe and Academy Award nomination and won several Annie Awards, including Best Animated Feature. A 2004 direct-to-video sequel, Mulan 2, followed. Let's head down to the first place. First place, The Lion King. If there's a Disney film that could be considered the most iconic Disney film of all time, it definitely has to be The Lion King, if Broadway is any indicator. The Lion King is a 1994 musical drama produced as the 32nd Disney animated feature film. Well, by this point, everyone knows the story by heart. In case you haven't watched The Lion King, it tells us the story of Simba, a young lion who's set to succeed Mufasa, his father, as king of the Pride Lands. However, Mufasa's treacherous brother Scar plots and succeeds in murdering Mufasa to steal the throne, and even manipulates Simba into believing he was the one who caused that same murder. Simba flees into exile and grows up lonely for several years until he's found by the carefree outcasts Timon and Pumbaa. Once he receives the perspective from childhood friend Nala and shaman Rafiki, he goes back to challenge Scar and end his treacheries once and for all to take his place as the rightful king. The movie was so great that it became the highest-grossing release of 1994, the highest-grossing animated film of all time, best-selling film on video, and upon release, the second highest-grossing film of all time. It earned Academy Awards in Music, as expected, and the Golden Globe for Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy. So what are your thoughts on these incredible Disney movies that have forever changed the history of film? Let us know in the comments below. And finally, don't forget to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more great videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you next time.